Hi, welcome to Chapter 18 of IBM301, Principles of Marketing Management. In this chapter, we're going to talk about social media and marketing. Social media can also be defined relative to traditional advertising like television and magazines, in that traditional marketing media offers a mass media method of interacting with customers, while social media offers more one-to-one ways to meet customers. So, the social media is any tool or service that uses the internet to facilitate conversations. Social media have several implications for marketers and the ways that they interact with their customers. Marketers must realize that they often do not control the content on social media sites. The ability to share experiences quickly and with such large numbers of people amplifies the impact of word of mouth in a way that they can eventually affect the company's bottom line. Social media provide more sophisticated methods of measuring how marketers meet and interact with consumers than traditional advertising does. Social media allows marketers to have much more direct and meaningful conversations with customers. So the social media tools and platforms are including social networks, blogs, microblogs, and media sharing sites. At the basic level, social media consumers want to first exchange information, second, collaborate with others, third, have conversations. Thus, it is up to the marketer to decide if engaging in those conversations will be profitable and to find the most effective method of entering the conversation. Before beginning to understand how to leverage social media for brand building, it is important to understand what consumers are using and how they are using it. In the United States, every day 2 million blog posts are written, and 4.7 billion minutes are spent on Facebook, 500,000 tweets are posted every day, and more than 860,000 hours of videos are updated on YouTube. Social commerce is a subset of e-commerce that involves the interaction and user contribution aspect of social online media. Social commerce is expected to generate about $30 billion each year by 2015, with half of all online sales coming through social media sites. While marketers typically employ a social media strategy alongside traditional channels, many marketers are increasingly incorporating social media into their budget. Crowdsourcing, or using consumers to develop and market products, is one example of how social media has enabled companies to use the input of many where it had the input of a few. So, social media and integrated marketing communications, which is the IMC, allows marketers to have conversations with customers. It can forge deeper relationships with customers, and also it can build consumers' brand loyalty. And also it allows customers to connect with other customers each other. It also enables sharing the opinions about the products, including goods and services, and it can collaborate on new ideas according to the interest. Let's talk about creating and leveraging a social media campaign. There are three categories of media types. First is the owned media. Owned media is online content that an organization creates and controls. Earned media is a public relations term connoting free media such as mainstream media coverage. Third, paid media is content paid for by a company to be placed online. So let's give an example of Samsung Mobile. Owned media will be Samsung Mobile's own Facebook page. And earned media is if individual users like me or you share the posting of the owned media, that becomes the earned media of Samsung Mobile. And paid media is the banner advertising that is placed on the top or on the side of Facebook. To leverage all three levels of media, marketers must follow a key guideline. If balanced correctly, all three types of media can be powerful tools for interactive marketers. They have to maximize owned media by reaching out beyond their existing website to create portfolios of digital touchpoints. Recognize that aptitude at public and media relations no longer translate into earned media. Paid media must serve as a catalyst to drive customer engagement and expand into emerging channels. Social media monitoring is the process of identifying and assessing what is being said about a company, individual, and product or brand. It can involve text mining specific keywords on social networking websites, blogs, discussion forums, and other social media. The first action a marketing team should take when initiating a social media campaign is very simple. First, they have to listen. Exhibit 18.1 talks about 8 stages of effective listening for monitoring the social media marketing campaign. First stage is listening without any objectives. Second, tracking brand mentions. If consumers are mentioning about Samsung Mobile, then they will have some interest about that. Stage 3 is for identifying market risk and opportunities. Fourth is improving campaign efficiency. Fifth, measuring customer satisfaction. Sixth, responding to customer inquiry. Seventh, better understanding of customers. And the last, being proactive and anticipating customer demands. Here are some practical ideas that marketing managers should consider when setting social media objectives. First, listen and learn. They have to monitor what is being said about the brand, develop a listening strategy. Second, build the relationships and awareness. Open dialogues with stakeholders. Answer customer questions candidly. Third, promote products and services. They have to get customers talking about their own products and services. Fourth, manage your reputation as the marketer and brand. They have to respond to comments and criticisms. Participate in forums and discussions. Last, they have to improve the customer service. They have to find out displeased customers and engage them directly to solve the issues. There are several categories of social media users. First is the creators. They are those who produce and share online content like blogs, websites, articles, and videos. Second, critics are those who post the comments, ratings, and review of products and services on blog and forums. Third, collectors. They are the ones who use the RSS feeds to collect information and vote for websites online. Fourth, joiners, the ones who maintain a social networking profile and visit other sites without posting their own. Fifth, spectators, the ones who only read blogs, listen to podcasts, watch videos, and generally consume media. Last is the inactives. In these days, a study of social media users determined that 24% of the social media users are functioning as creators, 37% as critics, 21% as the collectors, 51% as joiners, 73% as spectators, and 18% as inactives. Those 73% of spectators are also called as the lurkers because they are lurking and just finding out what's happening in the network. These are all tools in a marketing manager's toolbox, available when applicable to the marketing plan, but not necessarily to be used at all times at once. So, consumer and corporate generated contents are including blogs, microblogs such as Twitter, social networks, media sharing sites, social news sites, location-based social networking sites, review sites, and virtual world and online gaming. We're going to cover more in detail from next slide. First, the blog is the publicly accessible webpage, individual webpage that functions as an interactive journal whereby readers can post comments on authors' entries with permission. Second, corporate blogs are blogs that are sponsored by a company or one of its brands and maintained by one or more of the company's employees. Non-corporate blogs are independent blogs that are not associated with the marketing efforts of any particular company or brand. Microblogs are blogs that entail shorter posts than traditional blogs. Good example is the Twitter with 140 characters limit. It is useful for disseminating news, promoting longer blog posts, sharing links, announcing events, and promoting sales. The ways a business can use Twitter to engage customers are almost limitless in these days. Social networking sites allows individuals to connect or network with friends, peers, and business associates. Marketing goals for social networking sites include, first, increasing the awareness. Second, targeting audiences. Third, promoting products. Fourth, forging relationships. Fifth, highlighting expertise and leadership. Sixth, attracting new participants. Seventh, performing research. And the last, generating new businesses. Media sharing sites are the websites that allows users to upload and distribute multimedia contents like videos and photos. As we all know, video sites are the youtube.com and photos, for example, is the Instagram. Photo sharing sites allows users to archive and share the photos, and video creation and distribution have gained popularity among marketers because of video's reachability to tell stories. A podcast is a digital audio or video files that is distributed serially for all other people to listen to or watch. Review sites are getting really popular in these days. According to Nielsen Media Research, more than 70% of consumers said they trusted online consumer opinions. For example, I never go to any new restaurants before I check for the Yelp for the reviews, and even before watching a new movie. I go to Flexster or the RottenTomato.com for experts review or the user review. So the review sites are the websites that allow customers to post, read, rate, and comment on opinions regarding on all kinds of products and services. By giving marketers the opportunity to respond to their customers directly and put their businesses in a positive light, review sites certainly serve as a useful tool for local and national businesses in these days. Next topic is the virtual world and online gaming. Virtual worlds and online gaming include massive multiplayer online games such as the World of Warcraft or League of Legends, and online communities like Second Life, and mobile games, Clash Royale or Clash of the Clan. Almost 800 million people participated in some sort of virtual world experience. The annual revenue is near $1 billion. Nearly 25% of people play games within social networking sites or with their smartphones. A growing trend among mobile games is to use mobile advertisement to generate revenue for the game makers in these days. Worldwide, there were almost 6 billion mobile phones in use, and 70% of which are the smartphones in 2012. In 2017, it has grown to 7.19 billion mobile phones, and 32.2% are the smartphones. The mobile platform is such an effective marketing tool, especially when targeting a young audiences. There are several reasons for the recent popularity of mobile marketing. First, there is a low barrier to entry. Second, consumers are acclimating to mobile privacy and pricing standards. Third, it is effective at garnering consumer attention in real time. Fourth, mobile marketing is measurable by the time they spend on the network or the frequency that they spend per day. It has a higher response rate than traditional media types because of the ubiquity of the smartphone.